Welcome to Word Study with Miss Flaherty. Here's what you'll need: a blank piece of paper and a pencil and an eraser. And as you watch the video, be sure to pause or rewind as much as you need so that you can work at your own speed. Good luck. Artist, artist, R. A-R says R. Early bird, E-R says I-R says U-R says A-R says E-A-R says O-R says There's a lot of sounds that say Orchestra, orchestra. Or. O-R says or. O-O-R says or. O-R-E says or. O-U-R says or. So today I want to start word study with some shout outs. I've been so impressed with your awesome word study work that your grown-ups have been sending to your teachers. And today I have a very special shout out for a Georgetown scholar. This shout out's for Caden. Caden's been doing such a great job making sure he watches every word study video. And check out how he's setting up his chart on his paper so he can build out all of his words. Nice job, Caden. Say way to go, Caden. And just like we do in Georgetown sometimes, if someone does a great job, they get to celebrate to one of their favorite songs. So if you did a good job on your word study, go ahead and give yourself a little celebration dance.
You should know that Chris Cross ain't having anything today. We stand here totally crossed out, or we come in to make you drop. The Mac Dad will make you drop. The Daddy Mac will make you drop. Chris Cross will make you.
Nice job, Caden. I can't wait to see everyone else's awesome word study work. So make sure you have your grown-up take a picture and send it over to your teachers. Keep up the great work, first grade. All right, friends, great job with your wall cards. And those last few wall cards that we did, those are all called our Bossy R wall cards. So today we're going to focus on my favorite Bossy R wall card, the early bird card. Now there's a lot of spelling patterns that can say like early bird. So on your paper today, there's not just 2 or 3 columns, there's 4 columns. So go ahead and draw a line side to side and 3 lines up and down. And at the top of your first column, write ER says Then your next column is IR says Then you've got UR and AR. Good. I'll give you a second to make sure your paper is all set up. Awesome. Now, as you're working today, I want to see your neatest writing. In Georgetown, we call that our robot writing. I want it to look like a robot took over your body. Okay, are you ready for your first word? You're going to build it and decide where it goes. And remember, if you build it with one early bird spelling pattern and it just doesn't look right, it's okay. You can always erase it and try a different one. All right, your first word is marker. Build the word marker. All right, so I would build marker like this. Mar, and then k. Ooh, I hear I think this ends with ER says Go ahead and underline that ER says Ooh, this even had the artist AR says R sound in it too. Nice work. Give yourself a check mark and say, I rocked it. And I'm going to add that to my list, marker. All right, your next word is lizard. Build the word lizard. Ooh, I hear the sound at the end of that word lizard. Liz. And I'm going to go ahead and try to build it out. Lizard. Okay, if you built it like this, you're not wrong. You used an early bird spelling pattern, but it's not looking right to me. Lizard is actually an interesting one. We don't say ER. We actually have AR says If you were a really careful writer and you knew it was AR says give yourself 2 check marks. And if you didn't, that's okay. You can erase it and fix it up. So I'm going to add that to the AR says column. All right. Your next word is circus. Build the word circus. This one has a tricky beginning. In circus, I hear s, but it's actually C. I says So it's IR says circus. Circus. Give yourself a smiley face if you got that one right. Good. Make sure you have it in your sort chart on your paper. I'm going to add it to mine. Alrighty, your next word is first. We love first grade. First. This was an easy peasy one. First. IR says Add it to our list. Oops, you got a sneak peek of the next one. All right, try not to cheat. Your next word is church. Build the word church. Good, I hope you didn't peek for this one. I hear ch, the champion spelling pattern, CH at the beginning. Ch, it's actually UR says chur, ch, and another champion at the end. Good job. All right. And your next word is farmer. Build the word farmer. Ooh, there's actually 2 bossy R spelling patterns in farmer. I hear AR says R, farm, ER says Make sure you underline that ER. So I'm going to add that to the ER column. All right, and last but not least, build the word germ. We have to wash our hands to make sure we get rid of every germ. Build the word germ. Good, this is a tricky one. I hear like jumping jack, but germ is actually spelled with a G-E. Germ. Give yourself a check mark if you knew it was ER says And I'll add it to our list. Great job. All right. Super impressed with all my BU and UT friends who are staying super focused. I see you, Georgetown. Keep it up. All right. Time for Bucknell to shine too. You know it's time for nonsense words. Go ahead and write this silly one on your paper. I'll write it on mine too. Okay, circle those chunks that are going to help you blend it. I see 3. PH says UR says like early bird. Ooh, and CION says shun. Let's blend it together. 3, 2, 1. Furshun. Furshun. Say silly furshun. That was a really funky one. All right, here's your next one. Write it on your paper. Circle those chunks. Good, you should have circled PL says pole. IR says Polar, plurm, Plurm. Say silly plurm. And here is your last nonsense word challenge. Let's write it down. Good. Go ahead and circle those chunks if you haven't already. I see KN. Do you remember what KN says? Good. KN says You actually don't hear the K at all. AR says R, and SION says shun. Nar, shun. Narshun. Say silly narshun. All right, and here is a syllable challenge for you. When we're figuring out the number of syllables in a word, we need to make sure we think about how many vowel sounds there are. So, do we just circle any old chunk? No, we only circle the vowel letters or the vowel teams and then count up how many there are to know how many syllables are in the word. All right, so here is your first challenge. A lot of you know how to read that word in a snap, but even if we couldn't read it, we can still circle the vowel letters or vowel teams. Okay, so you should have circled A, that's one vowel sound, and this E makes another vowel sound. So if there's two vowels or two vowel teams, how many syllables are in this word? Nice job, there's 2 syllables. All right, here's your next challenge. Go ahead and write it down and circle those vowel letters or vowel teams. This was a quick one. So you should have circled the vowel E in that early bird spelling pattern. All right, so if there's one vowel letter or one vowel team, how many syllables are in this word? Couldn't trick you, there's only 1 syllable. Nice work. All right, my first grade friends, remember, have your grown-ups send a picture of your awesome word study work to your teachers, and they can send it right to me, and I can't wait to shout you out in one of our future videos. Great job, friends.